the dark. We're leaving every shadow in the park. I feel the quiet rhythm of the night, holding on to you with all my might. We left the heavy burdens at the door. I don't need the bright lights anymore. Your gentle touch is calming down my soul, making every broken piece feel whole. The midnight air is heavy, soft and sweet, making my lonely journey so complete. This is our midnight oasis, calm and slow, the only paradise I'll ever know. Wrap me inside your velvet love tonight, making the heavy world feel warm and light. I walked across the desert of my past, searching for a love designed to last. Now I am drinking from this holy stream, living inside a beautiful night dream. This is our midnight oasis, calm and slow, the only paradise I'll ever know. Wrap me inside your velvet love tonight, making the heavy world feel warm and light. Midnight oasis, so warm and light. The city noise is melting in the dark. We're leaving every shadow in the park. I feel the quiet rhythm of the night, holding on to you with all my might. We left the heavy burdens at the door. I don't need the bright lights anymore. Your gentle touch is calming down my soul, making every broken piece feel whole. The midnight air is heavy, soft and sweet, making my lonely journey so complete. This is our midnight oasis, calm and slow, the only paradise raindrops tracing lines on window panes, washing away the sorrow and the stains. I hear you breathing softly by my side, the only place where I just want to hide. The street is quiet, shining in the wet, a beautiful memory I won't forget. You pull me closer in the fading chill, making the rushing world stand totally still. We both can keep a lazy rhythm in the midnight air, a deep devotion that we slowly share. Of the silver skies, looking at the heaven in your eyes. These are the whispers of the rain, so deep, a beautiful promise that we both can keep. A lazy rhythm in the midnight, whispers of the rain, deep devotion. A single candle burning on the stand, I feel the gentle brushing of your hand. The radio is playing something slow, the sweetest feeling that I'll ever know. We leave the heavy talking for the day, letting the quiet music lead the way. I drop my armor right upon the floor. I don't need to fight these battles anymore. The room is busy street. I hear the slowing of my own heartbeat. We lay together looking at the sky, watching the silent universe go by. No need to navigate the world alone. You are the safest harbor I have known. Your fingers trace the lines across my skin. This is the moment where our lives begin. A million stars are shining out of space, but I only see the beauty in your face. We are the constellation of us, burning slow. The most beautiful pattern I will ever know. A lazy connection in the galaxy. A powerful devotion for eternity. They say the stars will eventually fade away, but I know our feelings are designed to stay. I'm anchored safely in your atmosphere, with nothing left to doubt and nothing to fear. We are the constellation of us, burning slow. The most beautiful pattern I will ever know. A lazy connection in the galaxy. A powerful devotion for eternity. Constellation of us, burning slow. I built a fortress out of heavy stone, because I was used to walking all alone. But then you whispered softly at the gate and told me that it wasn't far too late. You didn't break the walls with any force. Just let your steady patience take its course. And now the stones are falling to the ground, leaving the deepest peace I've ever found. The night is dark, but everything is clear. I'm finally letting go of all the fear. This is a deep soul surrender, soft and pure. You are the medicine. You are the cure. A lazy river taking me away into the promise of a brand new day. Of a brand new day. So surrender, soft and pure. The record spins a lazy, quiet tune under the spotlight of a silver moon. We dance together in the empty space, moving completely at our own slow pace. I feel the heavy pull when you are near, washing away the solitary tear. It isn't a force that I can fully see, but it's taken complete control of me. We're floating safely in this silent room, watching the midnight flowers start to bloom, lost in the gravity of your touch. the air is turning slightly cold. The colors shift into a heavy shade, a perfect setting that the evening made. I pour the wine and turn the lightning down. We are the only lovers in this town. Your voice is velvet, whispering my name, and suddenly I'm walking in the flame. The jewel of the evening starts to glow, a steady rhythm taking over slow. Welcome to the Sapphire Night, rich and blue, a heavy devotion flowing into you, a quiet majesty we can't deny underneath the lonely, beautiful sky. We don't need the rubies or the diamonds bright to feel the luxury of this quiet night. Your loving arms are all the wealth I need, a perfect flower from a perfect seed. Welcome to the Sapphire Night, rich and blue, a heavy devotion flowing into you, a quiet majesty we can't deny underneath the lonely, beautiful sky. Sapphire night, rich and blue. I used to think that love was like a spark, a sudden lightning flashing in the dark, a fast collision burning up too bright and fading totally before the night. But you have shown me something so profound, a gentle fire anchored to the ground. We take our time and let the embers heat, making the journey incredibly sweet. The temperature is rising, slow and sure, a beautiful feeling that will endure. This is a slow burn romance meant to last, leaving the rushing beautiful story waiting to be told. Slow burn romance meant to television's off, the room is bare, except for the magic hanging in the air. I hear the rustle of the linen sheets, a steady tempo like a drum that beats. Trace a lyric softly on my spine, a quiet language saying you are mine. We don't need a chorus or a heavy bass to feel the music filling up the space. Are falling like the rain, washing away the sorrow and the pain. These are the melodies in the dark, pure and true. A lazy rhythm pulling me to you. No need to sing it loud for them to hear. The song is perfect when you pull me near. A silent side between two lovers underneath the sky. These are the melodies in the dark, pure and true. A lazy rhythm pulling me to you. No need to sing it loud for them to hear. The song is perfect when you pull me near. Melodies in the dark, pure and true. I hear the pendulum swing back and forth, a steady compass pointing to the north. The world is sleeping in a heavy daze, while we are lost inside this quiet maze. I feel the fabric sliding off my arm. I'm safe from any kind of sudden harm. The air is heavy with a sweet perfume, a gentle energy inside the room. We're wrapping ourselves in the quiet night, holding each other till the morning light, lost in the silence and silk, smooth and deep. A beautiful secret we are going to keep. A lazy rhythm in the midnight hour, watching the blooming of a velvet flower. The noise of the city is a world away. I wanna stay right here and gently play. No obligations and nowhere to be, just the beautiful truth of you and me, lost in the silence and silk, smooth and deep. A beautiful secret we are going to keep. A lazy rhythm in the midnight hour, watching the blooming of a velvet flower. Silence and silk, smooth and deep. I watched you packing up your heavy heart. I always knew this was the hardest part. The room is quiet and the lights are low. There's nowhere else for the sorrow to go. I'm not pretending that it's all okay. I'm letting the feeling wash the pain away. We had a beauty that we couldn't save, a beautiful flower headed for the grave. The memory is heavy, slow and blue, a beautiful chapter ending here with you. These are the tears in the tossed and turned upon a stormy sea, wondering if love was ever meant for me. The waves were heavy and the wind was cold, a lonely story getting far too old. But then I saw the lighthouse on the shore. I knew I didn't have to drift no more. You guided me into the quiet bay and washed the salt and the sorrow away. The water is calm and the night is still. I'm resting completely by my own free will. You are the harbor of my heart, safe and sound, the deepest devotion I have ever found. A lazy anchor in the midnight blue. I'm completely surrendering to you. Let the hurricanes rage upon the sea. They cannot touch the love inside of me, because your arms are like a heavy stone. I'll never have to weather it alone. You are the harbor of my heart, safe and sound, the deepest devotion I have ever found. A lazy anchor in the midnight blue. I'm completely surrendering to you. Harbor of my heart, safe and the sun surrenders to the evening sky. I watch the daylight wave a slow goodbye. The colors blend into a heavy tone, a perfect moment for us two alone. We sit in silence on the porch outside, with nothing left for either one to hide. watching the city lights slowly go down. The ocean stretches out into the black. We've gone too far to ever turn it back. The radio is playing something old, a classic story that is beautifully told. I lean my head against the leather seat, making this lazy midnight feel complete. The silver light is shining on the way. This is the moment that my spirit craves. Looking at the moonlit horizon, you and me, staring across a lazy, quiet sea. No destination and no place to be, just a beautiful promise of eternity. I used to worry about the days ahead and all the heavy things that people said. But looking out across this midnight view, I know my only future is with you. Looking at the moonlit horizon, you and me, staring across a lazy, quiet sea. No destination and no place to be, just a beautiful promise of eternity. Moonlit horizon, you and me. The photographs fading on the wall, but I remember every single detail of it all. The way you looked at me across the floor, I knew I wouldn't be lonely anymore. The years have passed us in a rapid blur, but here we are, exactly as we were. The tempo slowed down to a gentle